Okay, I would like to make another Marvel Rivals tier list. The last time I made one, it was like very soon after launch, just a few days after launch. So, and honestly, it wasn't much of a tier list, more of like what my sort of predictions were for who I felt was strong and who I felt wasn't. Obviously, was wrong on a lot of it, was right on some of it, but I'd like to just give an update and sort of make a proper tier list now that I've played like 160 hours of this game. I think I have a pretty good idea of who's actually good and who's actually not. So yeah, we're just gonna go through and you know what? I want to start. Let's just start with like go by role order. Let's start with the tanks, and everyone already knows this by now, but like Doctor Strange is just an S tier tank, like best tank in the game by far and away, like easily. He just has so much, like he's probably the best solo tank you can even run in the game. Shield amazing. The animation cancel with like shooting, melee, shoot, melee, shoot, melee, shield, shoot, melee, burst, shield. Like he can just do insane amounts of damage, especially if he has the team up with Hulk, like one of the best team ups in the game. He's one of the only tanks that actually has any like vertical mobility too, which allows him to challenge characters like Iron Man and stuff in the air. The portal is amazing utility. In higher ranks, people have started to like portal and counter portal and like use the portal to lock off spawn doors for like extended periods of time. He's so good. Like he's so good. I don't see a universe in which this character isn't good unless they just gut him. Insanely good character. And the other S tier tank is Hulk. Hulk is I said this in my other tier list. I feel like people just weren't paying attention early on because people kept saying like Hulk was bad. Hulk was bad. Oh no, he's one of the worst tanks in the game. It's like, no, dude, I was saying it from the start. I was like, no, Hulk is really good. You just gotta know how to use him. And now that people have figured out that the Hulk Strange Iron Man team up is like the best team up in the game, like Hulk just enables so much. Even if the Hulk on your team is like mid, if you're playing Strange Iron Man and there's a good Strange Iron Man, you're getting a lot of value out of the Hulk just by him simply existing on your team. Actually crazy. Like, in higher ranks here, we end up having to ban Hulk half the time just to disable that whole team up. Because it's just the easiest way to take the whole team up out. But yeah, Hulk is just super good. He's not that bad either. Like, obviously, like, you know, he's not like shitting out damage like Doctor Strange is, but like he can do work. He can do work, and the fact that he enables two of the other best characters in the game to be even better is what makes him insane. Captain America, actually D tier. Like Captain America is one of the worst. Not one of the worst. Like the worst tank in the game, like bar none. He just doesn't do any damage. Like he's good at like surviving, but that's about it. Like, he has good mobility. He can run away. But that's about it. Like, you're not killing anyone with Captain America unless you catch them in a dark alley 500 miles away from the nearest, like, payphone. Like, there's no fucking way you kill anything on Captain America. Like, he's only halfway decent when he has the Thor team up. But, like, that makes you have to have a Thor, too, who is also not, like, the best tank in the game. So, like, Captain America is the worst tank in the game by far. Groot, I think Groot is solid, like A tier tank. Honestly, he could be an S tier tank, but I just think the value you're getting out of Strange and Hulk is just so much larger. Like just by picking them on the character select screen. But Groot is very good. Honestly, one of the better tanks in the game. Just so survivable. The walls are fucking crazy. People have started understanding that the walls actually do a lot of damage. Groot's really good. His ultimate is incredible. One of the best combo ults in the entire, if not the best combo ult in the entire game. He's really good. Really good. I think Groot's just a solid pick. His team ups kind of suck, but like he's just super good by himself. Like usually when these guys get banned, what happens is that someone just goes Groot. Like that's just how it be. The other tanks are kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I know the Fantastic Four are on here, but we're not ranking them yet. They haven't come out yet. It's the 6th as I'm recording this. Magneto, honestly, dude, outside of these 3 tanks, can I be real? Outside of these 3 tanks, honestly, every other tank is just like whatever. Like, like Magneto is a good tank, but like he's not. Like, I don't know. I just feel like whenever I've been seeing less and less of Magneto, and every time I do see him, like, I just sort of ignore him until his ultimate comes online. Like, and even then he gets like 1 kill, and it's like, all right, like, I don't know. He's very survivable. I say if you can't pick any of these 3, I think he's your next choice immediately. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say much else besides he's a solid pick. He's survivable. Honestly, these 3 right here probably the best solo tanks in the game. But yeah, I mean, he's just kind of basic. Like, he's good. If you have a good diver, you can like bubble them and stuff and get a lot of value that way. But like, I don't know. He doesn't stand out as much as these 3 guys do to me. Penny, it's situational, right? But I think that's a B. She's not bad. She's not bad. And you know what? What keeps her from being like really bad is her right click. Like the web stun. The web stun that she has is fucking insane. That thing has such a low cooldown, and it stops like most ultimates in the game. Like, it's crazy. That is one of the best CC in the entire game. But other than that though, she just sort of dies when you shoot at her though. Like, once you clear the spider nest, she just kind of falls over a lot of the time. She's not bad. Like, and again, like people have always said, and it still holds true right now, on defense or certain maps and stuff, this character can get a lot of value, or if you need to play anti-dive. But otherwise, I feel like you're just better off playing any tank above her on this list in a general use case. Thor, dude, can I be real? I think Thor is like C tier, honestly. Honestly, like Thor, like he just has like he has too many shortcomings. Like, he's not bad. Again, no character in this game is like unplayable, but like Thor, I feel like he really needs that Hela team up with the revive to get max value, and even then, you're like feeding ult charge when you're doing that. When you go in and die and res and get hit again, like I don't know. He has such a short range. You never really want to like use his hammer throw because it like wastes your charges. You want to save it for the awakening, because the awakening is like your biggest DPS tool. He has like the Mauga problem in Overwatch, where it's just like they just have no form of damage mitigation whatsoever. He can give himself shields every time he clicks an ability, but like he can't stop any damage. Like, he just has to play cover, and like, but it's hard because you're a melee character. You need to be close to people, and you have no form. Like, dude, he has a shield. Strange has a shield. Hulk has bubble. Groot has walls to play around. Magneto has bubble. You have the spider nest here. He just has nothing to defend. Even Captain America has a shield. Like, he just has nothing. Like, he can't defend himself. Like, the way he blocks damage is by getting shot in the face. Like, half the time I see Thor's, they just kind of get melted. Also, his ult is so bad. His ult is terrible. Easily, like, bottom 5 ult in the entire game. It's so slow. It's so bad. The only way I've ever seen it kill is, like, with, like, tick damage from, like, the initial startup of it if someone's already low. It's whatever. I don't think I don't think Thor is that good. And his team up with Captain America makes Captain America better, but that requires you to have a Thor too. And you have like, you have 2 of like the worst tanks in the game. Thor is like, he's good in lower ranks, but as you climb up, and people can actually hit their shots and focus targets, like, it's just don't play him. And that's the same reason why I think Venom is a little better though. Venom's like B tier. But it's the same weaknesses that Venom has, where it's just like, yeah, he can give himself shields, but like, he still doesn't have any form of like damage nullification. He just gets absolutely ass blasted. If more than like 2 people look at him, he just gets ass blasted so fast, dude. So fast. And like, people learn to like counterplay him a lot easier now, where you just like wait until he pops the shields and then you just sleep dart him or freeze him or whatever, and then he just dies. Like he just loses right there. And honestly, a lot of Venoms just don't play optimally too with like their stuff. Like I think a lot of good Venoms, like we were seeing in the tournament the other day, the Rivals tournament, that like a lot of Venoms they'll use the wall climb to get high to use their slam before they actually waste their shift to swing back out, or they'll play some high ground so they can get a little slam to jump off of. You know, you need to conserve your escape tools as much as possible on Venom, and I feel like most Venom players aren't doing that still. It kind of just makes him like, eh. Also his ult sucks. His ult's so bad. Like, I know it just basically gives him an extra like shield button, which is nice, but like Venom can work. He can work, but he really needs a good main tank. He needs a really good main tank for him to like actually thrive. But like, again, he just kind of gets eaten alive out here. Is that all the tanks? Yeah, that's all the tanks, right? All right. Let's go into the DPS now. Black Panther, S tier, dude. Black Panther is so good. The only issue with Black Panther right now is that not that many people play him because he's such a high skill character that like you just don't run into him that often. But whenever you do, it's just a nightmare. Like you need like a Namor or something on your team to counter him, or else like your whole backline is gonna get shredded every fucking fight, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's so good. So good. Just he can wipe an entire team by himself. Like, because again, it's so hard to counterplay him. As long as the Black Panther is hitting their resets, it's so hard to counterplay him. Just because you can't track him. Like you can try to like turn around and flick really hard, and you might get lucky, but like it's really hard when he just goes zoom, zoom, zoom through you like 4 times, and you just can't track him, man. It's insane. Insane mobility. Nightmare character to play against if they're good. But, and also his value just goes up in higher ranks when Hela and Hawkeye are banned, which everyone knows is the best heroes in the game. When they're banned, heroes like Black Panther start thriving a lot more because they don't get 1-tapped or 2-tapped by these guys whenever they have the back line, and also they just the next best heroes just sort of fill the gaps, you know. So like when these guys are banned, characters like Black Panther just fill in the spots, and they're really good. Black Widow, do I even need to say this, dude? Absolutely. I was playing some more of her yesterday in like quick play, and just God, absolutely worthless character. She just doesn't have any tools. Like she doesn't have a one shot, so like she just shoots someone, they live, and it's like, okay, whatever. And then like she has like that kick to get people off her on like a 15-second cooldown, and I don't understand this kick because you can kick someone away and then follow up with it with like a grappling hook and pull in and hit him again. But it's like, dude, I don't want to. If I just kick someone away, I don't want to get close to them again. Like, I don't know. She gets that ability with Hawkeye, which, like, gives her, like, the mini Hawkeye ult or whatever. But, like, it's not, dude, it's just not worth it. Like, this character is so bad. She has, like, a limited sprint, too. She can't really get away. Like, all that happens whenever you pick this character is that the enemy Spider-Man jumps on you and kills you and farms you every life. There's nothing you can do about it. This game has such high mobility that like a character like this that it's just not. You just can't. The reason why Hela and Hawkeye are good is because they have options up close. They have things they can do. They have mitigation. She just doesn't. She has nothing. Like, you dive at her and she just falls over, like, instantly. Horrible character. Easily, honestly, probably the worst character in the entire game. Alright. Hawkeye, do I even gotta say it? Giga busted. I mean, I don't have to go into him that deep, right? We all know. Insanely busted. Can just one-shot, like, everybody. Can just two-shot tanks, basically. Insane character. Broken as fuck. Thank God for hero bans. Hero bans are incredible. Stupid fucking character. Great mobility. He can do his little shift to get people off him. If you dive him, you're just risking getting shot in the head, honestly. Following up on that, Hella, honestly probably even better than Hawkeye. She just like 2 to 3 taps you. Anytime she's within your line of sight, you're in danger of dying. She has a great escape tool. She has a stun. Her ult's busted as fuck. Just insane character. Don't know what they're thinking. Iron Fist. Yeah, one of the worst characters in the game, easily. Again, this is a character that still a lot of casuals, like, they're just, like, yelling about. But, dude, you get above silver, and this character just disappears from the game. I forget he's even in the damn game. Like, and whenever he shows up, he just tickles you, man. All he does is just tickle you. His DPS is really bad, that if anyone is there to help you, like, he just falls over. Just not a good hero. Now, if your team isn't playing together and like he's just chasing you in the back line, no one's fucking helping you at all, yeah, he can get a kill on you or whatever, but like, he's just bad. There's just no reason to pick a character like this when Black Panther exists. Like, Black Panther is just Iron Fist, but good. Better mobility, better damage, and Iron Fist has honestly, his mobility is not that great. Yeah, he has the auto walk and wall run, but like his dive kick, which is the only way he can really get in and out, it's only like a 12-second cooldown. If you use it to engage, you can't use it to escape, and it's like you're kind of fucked. Whatever. Iron Man is probably the hardest hero to rank in the entire game, just because of the Hulk team up. Because I'm just gonna put him in A, because Iron Man without the Hulk team up is like B tier. He's like fine. He's like whatever. He's okay. He's an okay hero. But Iron Man with the Hulk team up is like Omega S tier. Like one of the best DPS in the game. But if there's a Hela or a Hawkeye in the game, then he just gets deleted too. It's all dependent on hero bans basically for Iron Man's placement. Iron Man can either be a mid hero or like the most busted hero in the entire game. The Hulk beam does so much fucking damage. It's ridiculous. If he hits you with that Hulk beam for 0.5 seconds, your health bar is just evaporated. It's ridiculous. Shit's busted as hell. Yeah, but he's either like Omega S tier or like a B tier. It just depends on if Hela and Hawkeye are banned, if Hulk is banned, like a lot of variables with him, but I think just A. He's a really good hero. He's good. He is very, very good. Because you gotta think too, when Hela and Hawkeye are banned, the amount of heroes that actually have the range to deal with him just shrinks exponentially too. But yeah, very good. He's a good hero. It took a while for people to realize he was good, but he is good. Magic. Now, Magic, I think there's a lot of Magic 1 tricks higher up on the ladder, and they're very, very good. And I've been playing a lot of Magic myself, and I think Magic is A. Now, I think Black Panther is better than Magic, but Magic can sort of do the same thing, where she just like looks at a squishy in the back line, dives at them, kills them, and just gets out for free. And it's very hard to deal with, honestly, sometimes, because she does so much damage. Her like combo, she uses the portal, spins, E's towards you, lifts you up, swing melee, and you're dead. Like, it just goes shing, 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 and you're dead. And it's like, all right, well, guys, there's a Magic on her back line. But yeah, she's just a very solid hero. I think you can play her in pretty much any situation. Yeah, just good overall hero. She's not busted. She's not like Omega S tier. I wouldn't say she's like. She's in the S tier. In fact, I would even say she's the lower end of like A. She's like a very above average hero. Moon Knight. You know, I've seen Moon Knight's been a weird hero, because at the start everyone was like, oh my god, Moon Knight's so good, and then everyone was like, Moon Knight's so mid actually, and now people are coming back around on it with hero bans. People are coming back around on Moon Knight and being like, wait a minute, we can kind of do some stuff. I actually think Moon Knight is kind of a solid pick. Again, he does a lot of damage. He probably has like the fastest charging ult in the entire game. His ult's not that great, but when you combo it with anybody else, I've seen a lot of Groot Moon Knight combos are pretty disgusting and can kill even through like Mantis and Luna Snow ults, if I'm not mistaken. which is crazy. But yeah, I think he's just a very solid hero. Like, and they're starting to get better with his onks, right? Where like everyone after like the first couple weeks was like, oh, you just shoot the onks and it loses value. But sometimes a good Moon Knight can just kill you, especially a squishy, can just kill a squishy before they even get a chance to shoot at the onk. They just go onk, dump everything, press right click, and before you even get to delete the onk, you're just kind of dead. I will say he has he's like bottom of A tier. The thing that's keeping him out of the higher ranks is that he's just so diveable. All his mobility options are so slow and so predictable that like if you look at him for like half a second, you can just blow him up. But he's pretty solid otherwise. Like I say he's like teetering between A and B tier here. It just depends on your comp. Again, if you have like a Groot or like a Strange or something, he does look really well. But he's like a pretty solid pick. He just does a lot of... It's just easy to get value on Moon Knight. Very easy to get value on Moon Knight. And you have the combo ult. Dude, Namor, I've been playing a lot of Namor recently. And dude, I gotta say, I think this character is like sleeper S tier. Like, actually. Like, Namor is so good. He doesn't have to reload. He can just spam the choke forever, which is so good. He has a free escape. He has an escape option that he can be healed through, and that can, if he's low enough to the ground, can contest the point while he's within it, which is insane. His turrets have insane range. They do insane damage when you hit the right click on somebody. And the most broken part about Namor right now is that Luna Snow is like the most played support in the game right now. Well, Mantis and Luna Snow are the most played supports in the game. So you're pretty much always going to have a Luna Snow for the team up for that third turret. He just gets so much value. I play Namor and like, I don't think I've ever had a game where I got less than like 20k damage. Like it's, and like 20 something elims. Like he's so good. And his ult's one of the few ults that can actually kill through like stuff like Mantis and Luna Snow ults, as long as you hit that middle circle, that tiny circle in the middle. I actually did, yesterday I dunked his ult onto a Luna Snow while she was ulting and killed her. It felt really, really good. But he just has a lot of options. He's also like the best hero in the game, bar none, at stopping flankers. Like, he's the only reason why Psylocke and Black Panther aren't deleting your backline every fucking game. Like, he's really good at stopping flankers. Probably the best hero in the game at doing it. Very, very solid hero. Incredible hero. He's being super slept on still. People are realizing he's good. I've seen him played a lot more, but he's still being slept on. And he's kind of in a situation where he's really good right now because, like, Hela and Hawkeye, like, so these four heroes are getting banned a lot. So what's happening is that like some heroes like Namor kind of get away with murder. He's super good, but like you just can't afford to ban him because these guys plus Luna and Mantis are running amok. So he's never gonna get banned unless you're gonna like target ban. But speaking of, Psylocke is also S tier. Psylocke is also Black Panther, Psylocke, the two best flankers in the game. I'm not sure who's better, honestly. I'm not sure, but Psylocke is definitely just one of the best characters in the game. Her range is surprisingly good on her primary fire. Her mobility is incredible. Invis is great. Her ult, while people are learning how to counter her ult better now, still is one of the best ults in the game. You can just get a free pick with it, a free pick or two, like put insane pressure on the enemy team. The amount of games I've seen won by a random Psylocke ult is insane. She's just solid hero. But see, this is what I'm talking about though. Like, look, these four heroes get banned. Luna and Mantis might get banned, and then you're left with like stuff like Black Panther and Psylocke. So then you're Namor is kind of forced to become like meta because like all these like backline flankers end up being like Magic, Black Panther, Psylocke, these kind of heroes start coming up. So then Namor is like, hey, I'm here. And Iron Man too, dude. He plays good into Iron Man as well with his turrets. Like, Namor gets a lot of value. That's what I'm saying. Just saying. I had to bring it back to Namor. But anyway, Psylocke S tier. Dude, Punisher is also like sleeper S tier. Punisher is so good. Again, especially since we're not getting the hit scan value from Hela anymore. He's probably like the next best hit scan in the game. He can shoot Iron Man out of the sky, which is super helpful. His shotgun does so much fucking damage close range. His turret's really good. His ultimate's insane. It can kill. It's one of the few ultimates that can actually kill through Luna ult and Mantis ult, which makes that very, very valuable. He has good mobility. Not great mobility, but decent mobility. He's got the team up with Rocket, which is so busted. The infinite ammo on this guy, oh my god. Every time that's been in a game, that Punisher always drops like 40k damage. Crazy team up. But yeah, super good character. Super good. I think he's underplayed at the moment. Like, people are starting to realize, because whenever I see him, I see the Rocket team up now. But I think when these guys are like banned and stuff, his value starts going up and up and up. He can just pump damage. He can pump damage into you. Scarlet Witch, ass. Just ass character right now. Like in lower rank lobbies, she can sort of run. She can like server admin a bit just because nobody fucking looks at her. But once you get past like silver, again, it's like Iron Fist. Like everyone just deletes her. She can't do anything, and she'll never get an ult off past gold. Spider-Man is one of these. He's a B tier. Again, he's like a backline flanker like Black Panther and Psylocke, but like everyone else has said, the problem with Spider-Man is that he's good. He has a good kit, but the problem is he has to work 5 times harder than all these other characters to get the same amount of value. So in 90% of your games, what's going to happen is that Spider-Man does nothing all game until he gets his ultimate, swings in, kills 2 people, and then dies. Like, that's what Spider-Mans do 90% of the time. And yes, there are good Spider-Man players. Yes, you can play him good. He has a very high skill ceiling. He can get a lot done. He's not a bad character, but it's just like you're just when you're picking some of these other characters, you're just getting value by picking them on the character select screen, and you're not getting that with Spider-Man. Spider-Man, you have to work for your value so fucking hard. It's unreal. Like, what? Just why? Like, why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? Squirrel Girl, not good. In fact, yeah, like D. These aren't like in a particular order. You know what? If they were in a particular order, yeah, that's good. No, like that. Yeah, because at least she has the Magneto team up. But Squirrel Girl is bad. Like, she can get like a random kill on you from across the map sometimes. Her stun is really good. But again, she kind of has the problem that Venom and like Moon Knight and stuff have, where it's just like she just has no like way to like avoid damage very well. Like, she just like she starts getting shot at, and she presses her shift to like jump up, and then you just shoot her out of the air, and it's just like, okay. Like, you know, she just doesn't. You can just sort of W key at her a little bit, and she can't really do anything about it. Like, and she just dies. She just falls over. She doesn't have any defensive thing. Her ult sucks. Like, the best thing about her is if she hits you with a stun, she can maybe kill you. Like, she's not like horrible, but like it's again like, why would you play her when like all these other characters get so much more value for so much less? Star-Lord is like, dude, this is a character. I'm gonna say he's A. He's really good. But I will say a lot of his value does come from his ultimate being insanely busted, dude. Especially when Hela and Hawkeye are banned, like, just nobody can challenge him. When he's ulting, you just have to sort of hold it. You just have to like try to find cover and pray. It's really hard to deal with an ulting Star-Lord sometimes. And double so if he has the Adam Warlock team up. He with the Adam Warlock, if they got like Adam Mantis Star Lord, dude, he's like S tier. He's like insane. But otherwise, he's just kind of like he's A. He's really good, but I've never felt oppressed by Star Lords. You know what I mean? I've definitely had those games where like he just ults and he kills like 5 people, and you're like, oh, god damn it, no, we lost. But like. He's really good, but he's doable. You can deal with him. You can deal with him. He's a pretty fair character in my opinion. Adam Warlock, dude. Honestly, his placement has been tumultuous over the past couple weeks. Because at the start of the game, I would have said he's like mid, but then I was like, oh no, he's actually like S tier. Oh no, he's actually mid again. Like right now, I think that oh wait, okay, I didn't finish the Duelists. I'm stupid. Hold on. Let's hold off on Adam Warlock. Let's hold off. Let's finish the Duelists first. We only have a few left. Storm, do I even have to say anything? You know what? I'm gonna be controversial here. I'm gonna put Storm in C tier. She's definitely better than these fucking characters. I've been playing some Storm. She's better than these guys. If you have to play her on the floor. Don't fly with her. You have to play her on the floor, play cover, get those piercing shots off. When someone dives your backline, just play with your backline. When someone dives your backline, you boost your lightning aura so that you just get the auto lightning on them. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with it because they've never seen a Storm in their entire life and they just fall over. Like Spider-Man and Iron Fist just get deleted when they come in to dive the backline. She's not that bad. Like, I think people are gonna wake up on her a little bit when season 1 drops and she gets like a seasonal boost or whatever. Because I think she has the potential to be good. She just needs a couple tweaks, and as soon as they give her those tweaks, she's gonna pop the fuck off. I think she's gonna get way better. But she's not the worst character in the game, but she's definitely like with these shitters down here a little bit. Bucky, honestly, can we say everyone was like, dude, Bucky's like S tier at the start of this game, but dude, Bucky kind of fell off. He kind of fell off really hard. Like, I would still say, dude, I don't know. I don't know where he is anymore. Honestly, the hook is really good. But it's just really dependent on you hitting your shit. You know what? I'm gonna be controversial here, I think. I'm gonna do B. I'm gonna do B tier here. I don't think he's that good. Like, I just haven't noticed. Like, because I was like, oh no, he's definitely A tier. But then, like, I started thinking, I'm like, dude, I haven't seen like a Bucky pop off in one of my games in like 60 hours, actually. Like, occasionally you'll get hooked in and it'll be like, ah, damn. But like, it really doesn't happen that often anymore. And like, again, his thing being a projectile kind of hurts him a lot, and he has to reload after every 3 shots. I mean, he gets his ability, and everything is dependent on him landing his abilities. And if you just can't land your abilities consistently, you're not gonna do anything. And again, like, why are you playing Bucky if Hela's not banned? And even if Hela gets banned, like, you play Bucky, but like, this is the thing right here too. Also, Punisher gets the team up with Rocket, and so does Bucky. But Punisher's version of the team up is way better than Bucky's. Like, Bucky's version of the team up is kind of ass. Punisher gets so much more value out of it that it's like, if you're gonna do Rocket with someone, you might as well just do Punisher. I would never really do Bucky instead. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like almost all these other characters just have a better. He doesn't have a good escape either. Like, he has his like punch to try and escape, but like you're probably gonna be using that offensively most of the time. Like, you know, I feel like he just sort of dies sometimes. I don't know. I don't feel like he's that good. I really don't feel like he's that good anymore. He just doesn't have the options. Like, a lot of these other characters, like, look, has an escape option, a defense option. He has insane mobility. He plays at like insanely far range. Plus, he has some pretty decent mobility. This guy has like turrets to defend him, and he has like a free get out of jail free card. He can fly. She can go invincible with her portals. She basically has like 3 runaway dashes. He has like a super jump and like shit. Like Bucky doesn't have like that mobility. I feel like he just can't keep up with the pace of the game up here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just too I think he's kind of too honest. If I'm being real, I think he's too honest. Like, he just sort of runs around on the point and tries to shoot and grab people, and that's about it. Like, I'm not too scared of Bucky anymore. Dude, Wolverine, easy A tier. I wouldn't say he's S tier, because it depends on if they are playing, like, a 2-tank comp or not. But, like, dude, Wolverine, if you've ever had the misfortune of playing tank when a Wolverine is on the other team, like, you know this guy is good. Like, he's insanely good. It's just, your life just becomes fucking hell. He just chases you around the map and drags you into their team, and you're just like, please leave me alone. He just bullies you the entire fucking game. Like, it's borderline oppressive when he is able to get a tank. Like, he needs some healing support, too. But, like, he's really good. It's very oppressive when they have a Wolverine on the other team. Very, very good. People have come to realize now that Wolverine is actually good. And, yeah, like there's genuinely a case in a high elo for banning Wolverine in some games. Like, there's genuinely a case to be made. If you're planning on playing, like, a pretty big tank comp, like, and you think they might go Wolverine, like, just fucking ban him. Like, it's not worth it. He's crazy. He's a good character. That's all for the duelists. Yeah, now strategists, here we go. Adam Warlock. Okay, you know what? Hold Adam Warlock again. We're gonna just do the obvious first. Luna Snow, Mantis, S tier. Absolutely fucking S tier characters. I have to say that Mantis is easily like the best support in the entire game, bar none. And Luna Snow is not far behind her. Like, their ultimates are just broken defensive ultimates. They both have stuns, hard CC, like, they're just crazy. And they both have insanely fast movement speed and everything. Like, if you're not playing, like, these as a duo in high elo or one other character, then you're kind of throwing. Like, you can live without one of them, but you need a supplement. Like, you need to be good with whoever you're picking. Or, like, it's just hard to be like, honestly, it's really hard to not take both of them. Plus, you get decent team-ups. Like, with Luna, I mean, Mantis doesn't get that many great decent team-ups unless she has Adam Warlock, but, like, with Luna, you get the Namor team-up, which is really good. Adam Warlock. It's hard. Honestly, this might be controversial because I feel like people think he's better than this right now, but I think he's not. I think he's B. And the reasoning. Okay, can I say great team up? If you're running like Mantis, Adam Warlock, he's like A tier. If you're running like Mantis Star-Lord Adam Warlock, yeah, he's still like, he's A tier. Super good with team-ups. But without team-ups, it's kind of, his heal is on a cooldown, so you can't have it all the time, which kind of sucks. His like soul bond ability is really good, actually. It can even like negate ultimates. That's a really broken ability. However, he kind of has the Bucky problem, where it's like, he just can't keep up with the speed and mobility of all these characters. He's kind of like, he kind of just walks around really slow, and yeah, if you dive at him, yeah, he can maybe heal himself if he has the shit off cooldown like once or twice, but like he really can't save himself that much. Like he can't, he just kind of, he's like the most easy to dive support in the entire game. Like, you can just kind of kill him for free, and yeah, he can respawn himself like every once in a while, but like it's not that big a deal. Like, yeah, like I just feel like I just feel like you just have so much more survivability on the other supports, and better you're able to heal all the fucking time. Like, the fact that he just straight up can't heal sometimes is ass. His ult's okay. Honestly, can I say something? His ult really is not that good. You every once in a blue moon, maybe you'll get like a decent res, but like most of the time when I get res from Adam Warlock, we just die. Because you get res at like 100 HP, so everyone just fucking dives at wherever the damn res is, and you just die instantly. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're playing him without the team up with Mantis and Star-Lord, like, you just should play a different support, honestly. Honestly, and this has like been a recent development. 'Cause you asked me like a week ago, I would have told you he's like A tier, maybe even third best support in the game. But now I'm like, no. I don't think so. The higher you go up, the less I see him. And whenever I do see him, he's just kind of fodder. Cloak and Dagger is kind of like... okay, can I give a hot take? Because people were saying, and have been saying, Cloak and Dagger is like maybe like the third best support in the game, third or fourth best support. And like, honestly though, I don't feel like they're that crazy. Like, they just... like, they're not bad. Most supports in the game aren't bad. But, like, I don't think that Cloak and Dagger is that good. I think better than Adam Warlock. But, like, honestly, I feel like when you're not heal botting on this character, and you're trying to do damage and shit with Cloak, like, I feel like if you switch to Cloak, you throw out the Discord sheet thing, and then switch back. Like, the longer you stay in Cloak form, like, the worse, like, you're doing. Like, everyone just gets melted the second you switch to Cloak form, so it's almost not even fucking worth it half the time. I played a lot of this damn character because I'm trying to get the achievement. I still couldn't damn get it. But, like, I don't know. I feel like her healing output is, like, is pretty decent because she can just constantly do, and she has auto-aim. But, like, that's all she really does. I feel like she's just, like, super heal body. And, like, yeah, you can do damage and stuff, and she does okay amount of damage, but I never feel like it's very meaningful damage. You know what I mean? Like, I'll end the game with like 6k damage, but I don't feel like I actually did that much with that damage. You know, 6k, 8k damage. I'm just like, I feel like that was just happenstance damage. I don't know. And her ult borders between being really good and really bad, because like half the time you use your ult, no one follows you in it. Or, like, someone just kills you through... because unless you overlap the ult... the little lines that you draw on the floor, unless you overlap them, if you're just in one of them, people can just kill you easily through it. So, but if you overlap them, you're kind of invincible. But then it requires your whole team to stand on that spot, which makes you very vulnerable to any counter ults and stuff that might be coming out. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I just feel like why? Like, why would you pick Cloak and Dagger over Luna and Mantis? You know? I just don't understand why. I feel like there's more supports in the game that get a lot more value, a lot more meaningful value, and easy. I don't know. All I'm saying is that I just feel like, and also I feel like Cloak and Dagger is like one of the most easily diveable supports in the game too. Like, you dive on them, they put their healing bubble on themselves, but then you just force their healing bubble that they can't use on their tank. So then they only have to do the little pitiful like daggers on their tank to heal them. And like, I don't know, I feel like you just chase them down and they just die half the time. Like, they're just very fragile. I don't know. That's my take. Because okay, let's get this out of the way right now. Jeff is the worst support in the game. easily the worst support in the game. He's a support, so I'll put him above these characters, but like, easily the worst support in the game. Biggest noob trap in the entire game. Once you get like plat and above, like, nobody gets killed by the ultimate anymore. Every time Jeff ults, like, he ults and usually misses everybody, and then we just kill him. Or if he does grab someone, everyone just beams him, and he dies instantly. Like, not good. He's just not good. Like, why play this character? Like, he doesn't do that much great damage. His healing is okay. Like, but you get so much more value. And again, his ultimate, like, his ultimate's really not that good. Now that people know how to counterplay it, it's really not that good. And also, it's like, it basically, even if you do land it on somebody, let's say you grab one person with it. Like, if you want to go throw them off the cliff, you're going to be out of the fight for like 10 seconds. You're not going to be healing your tanks. You're losing so much value to your team by going to kill this one person. Like, I don't know. Unless you grab like 3 people, it's just not even fucking worth it. Like, the ult. He's just not that good. Now, this is where I think things get a little interesting here. These last 2 strategists. I think Loki is S tier. And hear me out here. Because I've been seeing a lot of people do this recently at high ranks and then tournament and stuff too. Is that when your support option in high rank, like you're playing Luna Mantis, like most of the time you're playing Luna Mantis. And the thing is, when one of these characters gets banned, you're in a situation that's like, uh-oh, Luna got banned. Like, what do we do now? Like, you look at the rest of the support options, and you kind of just go to Loki instead, and it kind of just fixes the problem. Because let's say Luna gets banned, our other support just picks Loki, and copies our Mantis for a second defensive ult. Like, Loki is just basically like he basically just gets to be an extra Mantis or Luna, which is insane because you just ban one of these characters. Because let's be honest, the utility these characters have is pretty much the same. So you ban one of them, so you're not able to double up on them, but you double up on them anyway because you just have Loki. Loki gets great value. He has really good damage. He has pretty good heals. His shift is crazy. It can nullify even a lot of ultimates. He has really good survivability, and he basically just gets to have a Mantis or Luna ult every time he needs it. If you have a Mantis or Luna on your team, like, it's crazy. You can even back-to-back them. You could just Luna ult, and then after it ends, you just copy a Luna ult and just Luna ult with Loki. He's so good. Like, he's basically a backup. Like, oh, like, our Luna or Mantis got banned? Okay, I'll just copy our Luna or Mantis. Like, and you just... The ban basically meant nothing. Like, it's crazy. He's the only other support in the game where you have that defensive utility ult like that. That's as good as them. Because, again, like, Cloak and Dagger has a defensive utility ult, but it's really not that good at that. These are so much better. You'd rather have these, so just pick him instead, and you'll be able to get a Mantis Luna ult instead of a Cloak and Dagger ult. Like, who cares? Rocket, dude, I mean, this is the last character we have here, but, dude, Rocket... Also, another one of those characters where, like, every week you ask me where this character was, and I tell you a different spot. He either ranged, for me, from, like, worst healer in the game to, like, maybe third best. Like, and right now, I gotta say, from all my recent games, the tournament, and everything else I've been seeing with this character, I think Rocket actually, like, not great, but, like, he's a really solid pick. Like, easily after these 3, and let's be honest, if Loki couldn't copy these 2, he'd be down here with him. But after these guys, like, if you're not good with Loki, or like both of these guys get banned somehow, you play Rocket. Like, Rocket surprisingly gets a lot of value in places you wouldn't expect. Because let's be honest, okay, Rocket is mainly just a heal bot. Right? If you're shooting your gun on Rocket, you're kind of just throwing. Like, you have to sometimes, but, like, every second you're shooting that gun is, like, a second that you're not healing, and it's really, really bad. Like, you need to keep pumping out the heals when you're on Rocket. So, when you're playing, then you're like, okay, well, where else am I getting value? Am I just a heal bot? And it's like, well, the beacon is insane. The revive beacon provides so much value. The amount of times where that has, like, swung a fight is crazy. Like, that beacon is crazy. At the spawn room, you can just give everyone an armor pack, like, immediately off rip, and then still have beacon for first fight. Like, so everyone just walks into the fight with 25 extra HP. Someone will get the rocket boots too, and you can use that to make a play. Insane. And also, what's really great about Rocket is just his survivability. Like, survivability is really important in this game, and the fact that he's so tiny, he's so hard to hit, and every time you do land a hit on him, he just clambers up a damn tree like a squirrel. He just goes, meow, and he just disappears. And you're just like, okay, like he's gone. Like, I don't know where he went. Like, he just fucking runs up a wall into like Narnia. And you just can't. He's so mobile that half the time you just can't kill him. He's he's just good at healing, getting a revive off, and boom, his ult's like whatever. But like, he provides a lot of value just by existing and holding right click, basically. A surprising amount of value, because all of a sudden, like, your Hela dies, or your... Dude, like this. Your Iron Man dies, and you have the Hulk team up. Your Iron Man dies. Your Iron Man gets 2 kills and dies. Gets revived by the rocket beacon. You're able to go back in and get another 2 kills. Like, it's just... stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy. Like, they work so hard to kill your Psylocke, and then you just revive her. She jumps in and ults them, and it's like, okay. Like Rocket, low-key, is pretty good. Like, again, like, I would rather have the Rocket... Cloak and Dagger's my big controversial pick, I think, for this tier list, is that, like, I don't know, I just feel like Cloak and Dagger just doesn't, like, do what I want him to do half the time. Like, I just feel like damn, they just kind of, like, fall over, or just, like, I feel like Rocket and Cloak and Dagger are both kind of heal body, but, like, Rocket at least has a res, and, like, lives when he gets dived. She doesn't. Like, every time she gets dived, what happens, she throws down the healing bubble. You still fight her, and she can't heal through it. Then she's like, oh shit. And then she switches to Cloak and tries to cloak away, but you just track it, and then you kill her, and then she dies. And it's like, alright, well. Anyway, I think that's my tier list. I'm pretty confident about this. These are easily all, like, if these are characters on your team, I think you're chilling. Again, these characters, not bad, but they are kind of dependent on team ups, and, like, I would say you have up to these characters, up to Magneto, and like you're Bing chilling. Here you're kind of working on with a one trick maybe, and here you need a team up, and then Rocket's kind of like situational. But otherwise, I think this is great. And again, I think the biggest thing to note on this tier list is like Iron Man is probably the most volatile character on this entire tier list. Like, he is either like Omega S tier or Omega B tier. There's no in between. It's like, it's crazy. So he's just gonna keep him there. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm really excited for the Fantastic Four. Can't wait for them to come out. I'll see you all in season 1, and we'll see what's going on there. But I think this is a pretty fair and accurate tier list in my opinion. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.